Fredric Jameson's late Marxism, Adorno, or The Persistence of the Dialectic, is an in-depth exploration of Theodor W. Adorno's intellectual legacy, particularly focusing on his dialectical method and his relevance to contemporary Marxist theory. Jameson's analysis offers a comprehensive defense of Adorno's dialectical thinking against critiques from both postmodern theorists and orthodox Marxists, as part of his broader project to reconcile Marxist theory with the cultural and intellectual currents of the 20th century. Jameson aims to demonstrate that Adorno's work remains crucial for understanding the complexities of modern capitalist society, especially in the context of late capitalism. At the core of late Marxism is the argument that Adorno's dialectical method, often misunderstood or dismissed, provides a powerful tool for analyzing cultural and social contradictions in the contemporary world. Jameson interprets Adorno as a thinker who bridges the gap between traditional Marxist theory and the more fragmented intellectual landscape of late 20th century thought, including post-structuralism, postmodernism, and psychoanalysis. Adorno's dialectics, rooted in the tradition of Hegelian and Marxist thought, allow for a critical engagement with the complexities of modern life, where simple binaries such as bourgeois and proletariat no longer adequately capture the nuances of class struggle and social domination. A central theme in late Marxism is the concept of the negative dialectic, which Adorno developed as a way to critique the totalizing tendencies of traditional Hegelian dialectics. While Hegel's dialectic emphasizes the resolution of contradictions into a higher unity, Adorno's negative dialectic resists such closure, instead focusing on the persistence of contradictions and the inability of society to reconcile its internal tensions. For Jameson, this is what makes Adorno's thought so relevant to contemporary Marxist analysis. In a world characterized by increasing fragmentation, alienation, and reification, the notion of unresolved contradiction becomes more useful than the idea of synthesis or resolution. Adorno's negative dialectic, according to Jameson, allows for a more open-ended and dynamic critique of capitalist society. In his discussion of Adorno's critique of culture, Jameson highlights the importance of Adorno's analysis of the culture industry. Adorno and his collaborator Max Horkheimer famously argued that mass culture, under capitalism, serves to pacify the masses and reinforce social domination. Cultural production, once a site of potential resistance, becomes standardized and commodified, transforming art and media into instruments of ideological control. Jameson expands on this idea, arguing that Adorno's critique of the culture industry is even more relevant in the context of late capitalism, where the lines between high art and mass culture have become increasingly blurred. The commodification of culture, according to Jameson, is one of the most insidious forms of social control. In late capitalist societies, where even the most avant-garde cultural products are quickly absorbed into the market. Another key aspect of late Marxism is Jameson's engagement with Adorno's concept of aesthetic theory. Adorno viewed art as a privileged site of resistance to the totalizing logic of capitalism. Unlike other forms of cultural production, which are easily commodified and instrumentalized, art has the potential to disrupt the smooth functioning of the capitalist system by revealing its contradictions. For Adorno, the most effective forms of art are those that resist easy interpretation or consumption, forcing the viewer or listener to confront the contradictions of the social order. Jameson picks up on this idea, arguing that Adorno's aesthetic theory provides a valuable framework for understanding how art can function as a site of resistance, even in an era of pervasive commodification. Jameson also addresses the relationship between Adorno's dialectical method and the concept of reification, another key concept in Marxist theory. Reification refers to the process by which social relations are objectified and take on the appearance of natural, immutable facts. Under capitalism, reification is pervasive, as everything from human labor to cultural products is commodified and abstracted from its social origins. For Adorno, the role of dialectical thinking is to break through the reified surface of social life and reveal the contradictions and power relations that lie beneath. Jameson argues that this is one of the most important contributions of Adorno's thought to contemporary Marxist theory, as it provides a way to critique the alienating and fetishizing effects of capitalism without falling into the trap of nostalgia for a pre-capitalist past. One of the challenges Jameson addresses in late Marxism is the accusation that Adorno's thought is overly pessimistic or detached from political practice. Critics have often argued that Adorno's emphasis on negativity and his critique of mass culture leave little room for political agency or revolutionary potential. Jameson, however, defends Adorno against this charge, arguing that his insistence on the persistence of contradictions is itself a form of political engagement. By refusing to offer easy solutions or utopian visions, Adorno's negative dialectic challenges the status quo and keeps open the possibility of radical change. For Jameson, this is a crucial lesson for contemporary Marxist theory, which must avoid the temptation of easy answers in the face of the complexity and fragmentation of modern capitalist societies. In late Marxism, Jameson also explores the relationship between Adorno's thought and postmodernism. While Adorno's work predates the emergence of postmodern theory, Jameson argues that his critique of late capitalism and his emphasis on the commodification of culture anticipate many of the concerns of postmodernist thinkers. At the same time, Jameson is careful to distinguish Adorno's dialectical method from the more relativistic tendencies of postmodern theory. Whereas postmodernism often embraces fragmentation and indeterminacy as ends in themselves, Adorno's dialectic always seeks to reveal the underlying contradictions that produce such fragmentation. In this sense, Jameson positions Adorno as a critical interlocutor with postmodernism, offering a more rigorous and historically grounded critique of capitalist society. Throughout late Marxism, Jameson emphasizes the continued relevance of Adorno's work for contemporary critical theory. In a world increasingly dominated by global capitalism, where culture is commodified and politics is reduced to spectacle, Adorno's insistence on the persistence of contradictions and his critique of reification offer valuable tools for understanding the dynamics of late capitalism. Jameson argues that Adorno's thought provides a way to navigate the complexities of the modern world without succumbing to despair or resignation. His dialectical method, with its emphasis on negativity and non-identity, keeps open the possibility of critique and resistance, even in the most reified and commodified social conditions.